Hi there, everybody. This is Daddy Star Trek. Here with a special video. I'm going to be making a series of these. Basically, how you can make Star Trek starships out of cardboard. And I'm even going to make it so that you can put action figures in it. It won't be to scale, but it'll still be fun. So the first one we're going to do is the USS Enterprise. And I've written out some pretty simple instructions here just for myself because I'm going to be showing you how to work this. So let's throw that out of the way. Okay, what you want is 1 or 2 paper plates. So I'm using 2, and I'm using smaller ones. And you can see they're a bit smaller than like the larger picnic plates. And that's just because I don't have any paper towel rolls at the moment. All I have are toilet paper rolls, so those are going to have to function as the secondary hull and as the warp engines, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. We're going to glue these two together, but not right yet. First of all, what you want to do is you want to cut out the neck of the ship, and it's a rhombus shape, so kind of like a skewed rectangle. And what I'm going to do is I cut out 2 identical pieces, and I'm going to glue them together, and that'll give greater structural strength to hold up the saucer and attach it to the secondary hull. So let's get some gluing done, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Okay, so that's the first thing that we wanted to do, was glue those together for the neck. Now I'm going to show you how to attach it to the saucer. Okay, so that's coming up next right here. So what you want to do is take the bottom saucer, and we're going to cut a notch in it for the neck, and then we're going to glue that to this, and then we'll glue this to the other saucer. So I'm going to do the notch, and then I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so as you can see, I've cut this notch in it. See? And then we're going to put the neck in. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so what I did was I just slid the neck right into the notch. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to, off screen here, I'm going to glue it. And basically I'm just going to glue it everywhere that the 2 surfaces meet. All right, so that's it. There, I've got it glued in, and we'll let that dry. And what I think we'll do too is we'll have to cut a notch in the bottom saucer before we attach the 2, and so that's what we'll do next. All right, so there's the bottom of the top half. As you can see, I've cut a notch in here, and yep, that's going to go right on there. So I'm going to glue it. I'm going to put glue all around the edges of this, and then we'll have a completed saucer section. Okay, and there we go. We got the 2 kind of clamshells, if you want to call them that, clamshells put together to form the saucer. We got the neck back here. Next thing we're going to work on is the secondary hull, and we're going to use a toilet paper roll for that. So here we go. All right, so as you can see, I've taken a toilet paper roll, cut a slot in it. Now before I attach it, I need to put slots in for the engines as well. And we're going to have to use some pretty strong cardboard for that. So that's the next stage. Okay, so there's a slot for the neck, and a slot, 2 slots on the back for the pylons that will support warp engines. And this will all make sense in a second. Okay, so here's the 2 pylons, and I've just, as you can see, I've just made 2 kind of long rectangles, and those are going to go into the secondary hull, and I'll show you in a second. But first, I'm going to have to attach these to the warp engines. I realized everything has to attach to the secondary hull at the end, so that's what we're going to do. You'll see in a second. Okay, so here's the first pylon attached to the first warp engine. And yeah, you can see how it just made that slot. And we just slid that in there and put some glue liberally around there. And we're going to make another one of these, and then we're going to attach them both to the secondary hull. All right, so here's the first part of it. I put that slot, or that the pylon, the tab, into the slot. I gave it a lot of glue, and now I'm going to put the second warp engine on. Okay, well, if you were having trouble with just Elmer's glue like I was, I just recommend taping basically the ends of those tabs that you, or the slots that you cut, and it all goes together nicely that way. So here we have the two warp engines, and they're on the pylons, and now all we have to do now is put in the primary hull. So let's do that now. Right, so now I put some glue on the bottom of the neck, and now I'm going to connect this to the secondary hull. Okay, and there it is. I'm going to fix this up a bit, but basically, you slide it into the slot and you put plenty of glue, and you're probably going to need to do like I did. I took some tape and just kind of attached the whole thing. And it looks kind of janky right now, but we'll fix it up. It is the shape. There you go. There's the Enterprise. Okay, but we're gonna do some fun stuff to it. If you've been building models as long as I have, you tend to amass a whole bunch of just random parts. Yeah, I've even got lights in here, but no batteries for them. And some of these random parts will go really well on these models. So let's just see what we can find, and well, we'll go from there. Okay, well, there you can see I've put some detail on the top of the saucer. Got the bridge there, and this is USS Enterprise NCC 1701. There are other details you can do. You can put the name, the number NCC 1701 on the warp engines. You can do it down here on the secondary hull that's holding everything together. You can paint it if you want to. You can use colored markers. You can even like put a shuttle bay and make little shuttles, which could be very cool. And then of course, maybe you can find something better for the primary deflector dish in the front than I did. So I hope this inspires you to be creative and maybe make your own Enterprise, or heck, something even better. So we're going to do another one of these, maybe more. We'll just see how much I can come up with. So I'll see you next time. Daddy Star Trek signing off. And just one last thing before we go. Like I said, you can put action figures in it, and this is kind of the idea. I've got an old Mr. Spock sitting in there. But yeah, that's the idea. See, he's totally not to scale, but you can use these if you do have action figures. And the cool thing is, if you're too rough with your ship and it gets broken, you can always fix it, or you can just build another one. Just recycle the broken one and build one from scratch. So anyway, I hope that you have fun with this, and like I said before, I hope that you even make something far cooler. Bye-bye.